Good morning, Blue Collar Academy. How's everybody doing this morning? It's a pretty chilly day here. Some pretty cold temperatures tapping in. I don't know if you can see that. 4.87 degrees Celsius. Not too freaking cold. It's chilly, little nip. Anyway, as the title says, close that door. Hard times are inbound, ladies and gentlemen. Hard times are definitely inbound. 2023, we're going to be having a lot of issues. You see the price of eggs? Egg prices are fucking through the roof. Huh? I see all these memes all over the internet and reels all over the internet, people locking their eggs in a safe. This shit's not funny, ladies and gentlemen. Like, when are you gonna wake the fuck up, you know? Like, when are you guys gonna realistically wake up? People on the internet have been preaching to you for years to, you know, start stocking food up, get yourself some chickens, get yourself some stuff, you know, start taking some preparations and getting prepared. And, you know, from everybody that I see, I mean, I honestly have not a single person in my family. Well, I have an average sized family, quite large, I'd say. And I don't care if it's your, you know, in-law side or what. I'm the only one that I know of that even remotely comes close to doing anything on a preparedness level. And it's absolutely horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. I mean, we already seen what happened with all those, you know, protests a couple years ago, and then the food shortages and the baby formula shortages and the toilet paper shortages. We've seen all these things happen, all these little signs that just show you how brittle and fake and unrealistic the markets are. You know, we think that we just have everything, you know, Gucci, you know, which we do. If you think about it, we're spoiled fucking rotten. And that's the problem. Start getting some self-independence. Start producing your own food the best you can. Start doing the best that you can. And, you know, I remember when I first started a few years ago to look into this kind of stuff, preparedness, and, you know, I'd hate to say the word conspiracies or whatnot, but, you know, all these different things that could go wrong. And, you know, I started to become prepared. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, hopefully you never actually even have to deal with a disaster. But if you do, you should be prepared. And you need to be prepared in every aspect that you can. There's a lot of just super deadly channels out there, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you got freaking Bear Independent, you got Southern Prepper One, you got Viking Preparedness. I mean, the list just goes through the roof. And every single individual has positive information. You know what I mean? The most important thing at the end of the day is to take actual action in order to achieve any of those goals. Because you could sit there and just, you know, I think people are literally out there, they just watch that shit, dude, and they get all just, you know, they're like prepper junkies. They're just like, oh, dude, I don't watch this shit. But what they're really looking for is the newest knife or the newest, you know, backpack or the newest. They just want trinkets, bro. They don't like actually want to have, you know, the skill sets. They don't actually want to do the things. And I'm pretty sure that's a good majority of people. Because there was a portion in the time that I was actually one of those people. I actually, you know, I would just consume all this content, and I had the knowledge. I had the basic understanding and the knowledge, but I did not do any of the things. Now, I also lived in the city at that time, and there was tons of opportunity, and, you know, ways that I could. I guess opportunity isn't even the right word. There was literally no opportunity. There was opportunity for money in the city, but, you know, peace of mind and actual safety, it's not realistic. You know, the U.S. is no longer what the U.S. used to be, ladies and gentlemen. You know, like when I was a kid, it was just different, you know. I mean, I see videos now, people rolling down the street, it looks like a third world country, for sure. third world country. We got tyranny, we got all kinds of things happening right now in our world, and it's just unbelievable. I mean, we literally have, like, I've seen Satan worshipers on live TV. This isn't the first time. I've seen this numerous times. You got the Balenciaga thing going on. You got the, you know, there's just so much weird ass shit going on. If you guys are literally just on TikTok fucking off, and not paying attention, then, you know, you're shit out of luck. I gotta stand up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a pacer. I'm a walker. I'm freaking sit still. It's part of my problem. So if I'm looking yoked, let me know, because I've been hitting it hard in the gym, dude. Hard. So I'm gonna talk about some of the basics of preparedness and whatnot, but I think some of the most important factors that people don't touch on is going to be your mental state and your actual physical state of being. The thing is you could have the cool backpack, and you can have, you know, the coolest new knife, and you can have all the gear. You could have the water filters and the night vision. I mean, I don't even care what it is, bro. You can go as outlandish as you want. So you got all that shit, but you can't ruck 5 miles. You can't do 50 push-ups. You can't sprint fucking 100 yards if your life depended on it. And then if you did sprint that 100 yards, you can't drop down and fucking center fire on any sort of target, because you're so fucking shook, you're probably gonna fall out and have a stroke. So you need to worry about your health. I see tons of guys out there. There's only a handful of like prepper channels that I see that they actually promote, you know, daily physical, mental motivation and physical improvement. Most of them are gear junkies. Some aren't. Everybody has their niche. My niche is chewing your ass. That's my niche. I'm a jack of all trades, literally. I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. I've had businesses already. I've failed businesses. I've won businesses. Everything's been deadly. I'm still not a Rockefeller. I don't have millions and hundreds of millions. But, you know, the hell is that? Probably a chupacabra just ran through my yard. Anyway, I'm a funny guy. I have funny tendencies, and I just want to see everybody make it through these next couple of years, because they're going to be absolutely deadly. So, this is what I want you to do. These are some of the basics. Food, water, medicine. Here's another wonderful saying you need to remember. 2 is 1, 1 is none. So if you have 2 water filters, you actually only just have 1. You understand? And if you live by that concept, you'll stock. You'll stock up. We've been having tons of storms. I'm particularly located up in the tip top of California, off of the mountains. We've been having tons of snowstorms. I mean, just, 1 minute it's this, 1 minute it's that, 1 minute it's wind, 1 minute it's, thunder and lightning. Next minute it's, raining like a motherfucker and we're getting flooded out. Next thing you know, it's fucking snowing, like half a foot. So it's been quite odd. I hear flooding all over the place, hurricane warnings, tornado warnings, earthquake warnings, all these things. So if you live in a high earthquake area, you need to have a plan in place with your family to counteract that, high potential disaster. Since I live in California, everybody might know, we've been, battling fires like a motherfucker for the last, 4 or 5 years, every year in the summertime. So it would be highly advised that somebody like myself and people around me or other people watching this that are in California to have a fire plan in place, This is also a part of preparedness. It's not always freaking, Russian people jumping out of the fucking airplanes with parachutes taking over the United States. You know what I mean? It's not an invasion. It's not boots on the ground, you know, rounds flying. You know, it could be a simple disaster that shakes you up. I mean, go look at some of these hurricane, you know, before and afters, like after they go through the Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Irene, whatever all these fucking hurricanes are. There's like a million of them. Go look at some of those places, just absolutely devoured. And if you live there, then you know what it was like, and you know, and you could chime in and you could preach like, yeah, preparedness, bro. I think also a family plan is huge. You gotta have, like, if you have a wife and kids, and let's say you go to work and you work out of town, so you're nowhere near your family unit. Your wife works here, and then your kids are here, and so everybody's split up. You need to have a detailed plan on how you're going to eradicate that situation when, you know, shit hits the fan. Okay? And I think the most important thing that we fail to forget as, you know, preppers and preparedness is that, you know, we're going to take care of our body and our mind. Like, a sound body and a sound mind. I mean, you're one deadly creature. Because we're going to really have to keep our head together. The difference between my kind of channel and other people's channels, the reason why you might be here watching me yak right now at 11 minutes, if you are deadly, if not, I understand, is I'm just gonna browbeat the shit out of you, you know? I could show you the things, I could tell you in detail what they are, but this is my way of reaching the people that you know, the algorithms let me reach, and I'm gonna get my message out of, you know, self-motivation, self-preservation, preparedness, survival, going into some hard times, and I want to get through these times with you, my boys and my girls. So let's keep it up, Blue Collar Academy style. Until the next one, we're out.